July 29th, 2017. I did it. After passing my exams, I finally got rewarded with my own island. I'm afraid I cannot tell you where the island is, but what I can tell you is that I decided to name it Powderpia. Go ahead and laugh, because that's why I chose it. There was an apartment complex in construction when I had arrived, but other than that, there was only a bunch of empty plots. It seemed like there was nothing but trees here. There was no sign of any animals, until I received a huge surprise from the skies. It was the sound of screeching, along with an all too familiar pair of red wings from the sea. Falcon, my bravest warrior, had followed me across the sea and had made it to the island himself.
Falcon! Did you see that? Falcon's flying over the island!
I said in disbelief as he flew right over me. I knew this would open the window for more people and animals to join me on the island. I watched Falcon circle the island, knowing that he had found a new home. And in that moment, I realized that the apartment building was complete. It was really big, but I knew it would only get even bigger. I was given the all clear and found my new apartment. The robots tasked with constructing the building were a group of cube-headed, yet simple construction drones. I noticed them moving on to work on other plots on the island. Most of the robots were all but gone by the time I reached the front door. While definitely different from my old home, this apartment suited me very nicely. After making myself at home, I started to feel a little peckish. I felt a sense of pride and accomplishment as I thought about what I would get up to. Seeing one robot waving from the window, I realized this one had opened up a supermarket. I rushed out excitedly to have my first meal on the island. Indeed, the robot tasked with building the market was now the cashier of the very store. There was quite a selection in stock, but I decided to go with one of my favorite dishes, fish and chips. Even though I prefer myself a good old chicken supper, I couldn't complain. In fact, once I bought it, the dish was fully cooked and ready to eat. I hurried back to my apartment to eat it properly, and it was fantastic. Just then, the foghorn was sounded, and I looked to the docks to see who it was. I beamed with happiness as I instantly knew who it was. The President of the United States himself. Barack Hussein Obama. I think we can all, if not mostly, agree that we would love to still see this man in the office. To all those bullies who said I couldn't make it, where are you now? I'm at the president. Boom. Done. Anyway, Obama was there to open up the town hall, another building that was just finished a few minutes ago. In that moment, I heard two new voices from behind me. I looked around and saw that there were two new residents on the island that Obama had brought along. Two of the most unlikely characters I knew of, Wendy from Wendy's and the Pink Panther himself.
Mr. Mayor, I'm here,
said Pink, gleefully announcing his presence. Wendy, on the other hand, had a constant smirk that would never leave, and the first Wendy's food I've ever seen.
I'm Wendy. I'm a girl that will take an idea and run away with it,
she said to me. She could also take a Big Mac and run with it, I thought, in an effort to make myself laugh. Anyway, Wendy had become the first woman on the island. I think. I have no idea how old she's meant to be. I'm not American. Later that night, Wendy had challenged the president to a rap battle of all things. I had sided with Wendy while Pink had Obama's back. With the team sorted, the rap battle had begun.
My avalanche flow will give you a chill,
said Wendy.
I'm the modern bot. quick. Hand me my quill.
Oh.
replied Obama. Obama then gave Wendy another line to work with.
I spit words like seeds. They grow. Then I reap.
Ooh.
He said. What followed was one of the funniest and yet the most painful part of the day. Wendy replied with a line that could have destroyed her career.
I'm so cool. I'm like a fridge. No, a freezer.
She blurted out. I stood behind her laughing my tail off. I didn't even care if we lost the match. It was so funny. How could the almighty Wendy follow a freezer gag when a freezer gag is what made her famous in the first place? It later became clear that Wendy still wanted to get her own way, as it was clear she was still angry with me. Quite unexpectedly, she challenged me to a boxing match, to which, of course, she won. Ow. Despite our differences, I don't even mind at all. I'm openly accepting about differences. To bring the day to a close, we took a group picture together. It was a great day. The first 4 islanders, and even more were on the way. We hope to see you all again real soon. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to put some ice over my eye. Wait a minute. To be continued.